Mark Kinsella comes next with Quality H. Quality H, again, a horse who's been going increasingly well for Mark. Mark, who is over here from Ireland, been based over on the west coast for quite some time now. This combination were 8th in the 5-star jump-off class last week. And they also competed in the 5-star Grand Prix at Ottawa together. It was their first 5-star Grand Prix together. Well, Mark Kinsella gives us the first clear. I'll just confirm the time for him when we have that available. Time looking like 69.97 seconds, and the time allowed here this afternoon is 74 seconds, so he's well inside that. And with a couple of competitors retiring early on, we now have the one clear. Of course, in this winning round competition, we're looking for the best 10 to go forward into the second round. Lorcan Gallagher comes next with Copycat. This horse that he rides for the Lost Lake Farm LLC. This is a 9-year-old by Com Ilfo. Lorcan, another rider who's had some very good performances earlier on this week. Had a brilliant set of performances from the Irish contingent here at the Desert International Horse Park over the course of the 2 weeks of jumping here, with Daniel Coyle taking the 5-star Grand Prix win last week. Jordan Coyle, of course, taking the win in the 2-star Grand Prix just earlier on this morning. Lorcan was 16th in the winning round class last week with this horse, just had a couple of fences down to finish just outside the top 15. And nice to see him developing a good partnership with this horse over the course of this year. This is one that was with Stephanie Holman of Sweden previously. Well, he gives us another lovely clear round. The time's 72.88 seconds, so a little slower than Mark Kinsella, but he's still inside the time allowed. And takes the second spot for now. Erin Ballard comes next with Narcotique van het Dingensoff, owned by Ilan Furder. This horse is a 9-year-old by Harley VDL with Chaco Blue breeding on the dam side. "33 combinations on our list. We've had a few withdrawals, but I'll keep you updated on that as we go through this competition. Erin, a rider on Team Lagana, who've had a couple of good placings towards the end of the season. Of course, we've concluded the team season now. The final of that took place on Thursday night, and today we're focusing on the individual competitors. Erin's such an experienced competitor in her career so far. And with this 9-year-old, she's been jumping very well in the 5-star competitions in Mexico. Good few top 10 finishes there. 9th place, 3rd place. Also jumped on the team competition there with this horse as well. She also jumped this horse in some Nations Cups. That was in Spruce Meadows earlier on in the year. This horse was ridden by Georgia Tame of Great Britain as well previously too. Well, another clear round, and Erin's is the fastest so far, 67.42 seconds. And so her score is the best so far. Remember, though, we don't necessarily need to have clears. We just need the best 10. Anna Duff comes next then with Interactive Mortgage Cajano. Owned by DeLong Equestrian Ventures. This one is another 9-year-old. She keeps a good pace up around this turn. Nice balance, not wasting any time, to 8. And just comes with a little bit of pace on the 4 strides down to 9. And unfortunately, the Cabana Coast upright comes down. That unsettles them then for fence 10 a little bit as well. Well, it's going to be a total of 8 for Anna Duff with Interactive Mortgage Cajano. 69.01, the time is good. As we turn on to our next rider, it'll be Natalie Dean with Cocolina. Kukulina is a German-bred 11-year-old by Conthagos. And Natalie's also jumped this horse in a good number of top-level competitions. Had a really good win in a 5-star jump-off class in Monterey at our Major League show there, but she's also had wins at 3-star level in Spruce Meadows with this horse this year and in 3-star classes at Traverse City as well. They have just been getting more and more consistent. Quite a long-term partnership now. They know each other well. Just stretches out over the distance and doesn't quite hit the back rail. Natalie Dean, one fence down there. 68.01 will put her into 4th place for now out of our finishers. We've got 3 clears, 1 on 4 and 1 on 8 penalties so far. Erin Davis Heineken will be up next with NKH Cento Blue. Owned by NKH LLC. This horse is by Centadel out of a Chaco Blue mare. .7A coming down for Erin. Takes 9 on a bit of an angle just to save a little bit of time, because now she knows that with a fence down, a fast 4 could still see her be within touching distance of going through to the next round. Looked like she was getting a little bit more pace up towards the end there, following having that fence down. 68.19 on the clock for Erin Davis Heineken, but it is going to be 4 penalties. So she is our second fastest 4 faulter. She's in 5th place for now. Of course, they'll come back in reverse order of merit in the second round. Riding for Brazil then, Cassio Rivetti comes next with Nadala van Dorperheide. Another horse owned by Ilan Furder. This one is a 9-year-old with Winning Mood breeding on the dam side. The Belgian-bred horse. Cassio has had some fantastic rounds this week. Gets quite a pace up away from the double. This horse is one that he has not been riding for long at all. They were 11th in the winning round competition last week. Just had the 1 pole down there. And Cassio takes on the ride from Erin Ballard. And earlier than that, the horse was with Sophia Westerborg of Sweden. So it's a fairly new partnership. And a great time, 67.15 seconds. Going to slot him into 4th place for now. 3 clears on the board, 3 4-faulters and 1 8-faulter is the lie of the land for now. Tanamara Makari now with I Be Chica. Back rail of the double at 4. Part A coming down. Lovely ride from Tanamara Makari. She just clips the 1 pole. 67.51 is her time. And just that 1 pole down. So remember, we're just looking for them to get into the top 10. We want them to be in the top 10 to go forward to the second round, which will be run as a jump-off. But regardless of their scores in round 1, the scores will then go back to 0. Kyle King then now with Etalon. This is the horse with whom he has had some fantastic wins recently. They're a very fast combination. But he's had wins in our Mexican legs with this horse. Lovely athletic horse here. Wins in back-to-back weeks in Monterey, in fact. One being in, both being in the jump-off classes, the 5-star jump-off classes there. He was also second in the winning round class last week with this horse. Clips fence 8, the front rail goes down there. He did have quite some pace up, and so unfortunately the front pole comes off. I should think this will be quite good for time. Yeah, 67.56 on the clock, but 12 penalties for Kyle King. I think that may be tricky to get through to the next round on a score of 12. We have seen this competition play out in quite a few different ways over the last few weeks. Sometimes we've had more than 10 clears, and so the time really plays a factor. In other weeks, we, for example, at Angelstone tournaments, our Toronto leg, we just saw 1 clear. And then we saw rounds with some faults coming through and getting it through into the second round. Alexis Sokolov is in next. She's working on 4 penalties for now with Calciat EBZ. Alexis with that early win this week. And then the great performance in the 5-star Grand Prix as well last week. .71.55 on the clock. Just the one fence down. So she's within touching distance of heading into the second round. But we will see how this competition plays out, and I'll confirm that list for you as we approach the second round. Dara Kenny will be up next. Simon McCarthy is going to withdraw from this competition, and Dara Kenny comes next with Chic Chic. Dara, of course, has been one of the world's top riders for some time. Been very consistently ranked among the best in the world. He's a very consistent rider. And Chic Chic has been a brilliant partner for him. Nice and swiftly away from the double combination. He doesn't waste any time there. He knows that a good time is important here as well. Of course, Dara had a 5-star win last week here on that beautiful grass field. Now we move to the sand arena. They'll be jumping under lights tonight. Also had a brilliant second place finish in the 5-star competition in New York back in September. Plenty of podium finishes for this combination all around the world this year alone. Was also second in the 5-star Grand Prix earlier as well. And he gives us a clear round, 68.37 on the clock. But nothing to add for the fencers. Matt Archer then comes now with Monseigneur. He rides for the USA. This combination were third in a 3-star speed class here in Thermal back in 2020, but they've had quite the break from international competition since then. And so lovely to see them back to the FEI competitions here in Thermal. 1 fence down for Matt, 68.4 on the clock. Vanessa Mannix is up next. And Vanessa rides Kitting des Hosseurs. Rides, of course, for Canada. And Vanessa has been very much on form in recent weeks. Had a brilliant finish in the 5-star Grand Prix in San Miguel. Very consistent rider with a number of horses now. Good through the double. She keeps a relatively tight line here to fence 8 with the butterflies. Sadly, though, that tight line just causes her to have the back rail. Just the last to go. Working on the 4 here. And yeah, nicely down the final line. 70.56 is her time, but 1 fence down for Vanessa Mannix and Kitting des Hosseurs. Again, that's a combination who finished in the top 5 in several of their classes recently, all the way up to the 5-star level. Some of those coming at Spruce Meadows in the last few months. Lily Keenan comes up next. Of course, Lily was the winner of our 5-star Grand Prix in the first week in Monterrey in Mexico. Here this afternoon, she rides Kadominka. Kadominka, a 9-year-old. She was 5th in the 2-star Grand Prix here with this horse last week. And also rode Kadominka to help the Trailblazers to a 3rd place finish in the team competition in Monterrey. Helped them to the 2nd place the previous week as well. So she's really been going very consistently with this horse. She was also 2nd in a 2-star Grand Prix at Kronenberg with this horse in September. Lots of top 10 finishes for this combination already. Quickly away from the double. She's looking She's looking for a competitive finish here. Front rail comes off. The oxer with the palm trees there just had quite a pace up. Of course, needs to keep an eye on the clock as well. And so finishes on the 4, 70.51 seconds is going to be Lily's time. And I'll just give you a rundown of the top 10 as soon as we have those confirmed towards the end of this round. But Lily for now is sneaking in 10th place, as Eugenio Garza is our next rider in with Caracas. Caracas is a 13-year-old by Cachas. It's a German-bred horse. And Eugenio was riding this horse in the international classes in Lexington and in Wellington earlier on this year. But now, after a little bit of a break from FEI competition, this combination come forward here in Thermal. They're in the top 10, 7 out of their last 8 FEI competitions. And he's on a good clear so far. The pace is good as well. Not wasting any time, taking all of the efficient lines. And good down to the Marshall and Sterling upright to finish. Eugenio Garza clear in 68.1 seconds. He takes the second spot for now. Erin Ballard is in the leading spot for now. Her time is 67.42. Eugenio Garza in second, 68.1. Dara Kenny, third, 68.37. And he's then followed by Mark Kinsella, Lorcan Gallagher, Cassio Rivetti, Tanamara Makari, Natalie Dean, Erin Davis-Heineking, and Matt Archer in the top 10 at the moment. Those are the 10 who will be coming back. Got about 12 left to go in this competition. And so Lily Keenan sits in 11th place. She's just outside the top 10.
Next horse, and that is Mesquidam PS and Oldenburg gelding. Just 9 years old, this horse signed by Messenger. And the rider is Rodrigo Lampe.
Rodrigo Lambre then comes next for Brazil with Mesquidam PS. Another 9-year-old, this time by Messenger, a German-bred horse who has a breeding on the dam side going back to Quidam de Ravel. There's a little rattle there at the double. And takes the fence down. Sometimes just the lightest of touches can take these poles down. And this has been quite a tricky course so far. We only have 5 clears at the moment. So a fast 4 could be very valuable indeed. Could really see them go into the next round. Rodrigo jumped this horse in the 2 stars last week here. 2-star Grand Prix, they just had 2 fences down. Gets a pace up now down this final line. He knows that a good time is what he needs with the fence down. So 69.01 with his 4th place, with his 4 faults, excuse me. And so actually 69.01 is not going to be enough to get Rodrigo Lambre into the top 10. And he goes into 11th for now. Pushes Lily Keenan into 12th. Matt Archer still clings on in 10th spot.
That's one like gelding is a Fayon. The source one by SWS Trading and Sales of Temecula. The rider is Caitlin Campbell. Start by Zanzibar. Ramona Hamilton.
Caitlin Campbell rides Fayon now for the USA once again. This combination was 3rd in the 2-star Grand Prix in Monterey, and it looks like he's just getting a nice... She's just going a little bit steadier really around some of these turns. She's aiming for the clear. She knows how many there are. She knows that the clear could be very, very good here for her. I'm sure if she has a fence down, she'll then end up getting some more pace up. But fingers crossed, she'll be keeping all of the fences up. Well, the Oxa at fence 10 causing problems once again, and fence 12 comes down as well. The Marshall and Sterling upright for Caitlin Campbell. It'll be a total of 8. 67.58 was the time, but unfortunately the 2 fences down. We'll see her finish in 15th place for now. And we have 10 combinations still to come. Ivory TCS is our next horse in the ring, ridden by Daniel Coyle for Ireland. And Daniel Coyle is a man who is quite on fire in his results at the moment. Winner of the 5-star Grand Prix last week, one of 4 wins that Daniel had last week. Also had a national class win earlier this week as well. And in fact, Ivory is the horse with whom he won the winning round class last week too. He had a fence down in round 1, but a good fast clear in round 2 saw him take the win. He was also 2nd in the World Cup at Las Vegas with Ivory, and won a 4-star 2-phase class at Las Vegas as well. With this horse owned by Ariel Grange and Daniel Coyle. Got a great string of horses at the moment. Just the last to go. And brilliantly done. 64.93 is his time. It's our fastest so far by quite some way. Daniel Coyle absolutely had a foot to the floor. And so he is our leading rider. He drops Matt Archer out of the top 10. And Daniel Coyle for now is the best of the 10. So that means that he would be last to go in the next round.
Here's the great Victor Luis Gonzalez, Rockport City Stables of San Diego.
On to Luis Sabino Gonçalves now with Vic du Croissy for the Sigma Stables. This one is a French bred horse. And we also saw Luis ride this horse in the team competition for the Trailblazers. Of course, rides for Portugal. Unfortunately, the winning round class didn't quite go their way last week. But again, this combination jumped in the World Cup class at Las Vegas. They were 7th there. But they've had a good few wins recently. A win in a 3-star Grand Prix at Tryon, and then a couple of wins in 3-star two-phase competitions, one in Tryon and one at Akala earlier on in the year. This horse has also had wins earlier in the year and into the back end of last year with Marco Pellegrino, an Italian rider. One down and 65.54 the time for Luis Sabino Gonçalves. He is going to be 7th in our leaderboard at the moment. Just working that one out for you there. He is the fastest of our 4 falters, so he is still in the running. He very much could be coming back in the next round, but he needs to hope that nobody else will knock him out of there. Ashley Bond next with Garfield. A relatively new ride for her, but one that I know she's very excited about. Certainly a fantastic prospect for the future, and just look at the speed that this pair have. I mean, Ashley is naturally a very fast rider. And she rode this horse in the 5-star Grand Prix last week for a 12th place finish. They just had the 1 pole down. And then again, they just had 1 down in the 5-star speed class last week as well. Extremely encouraging, considering that it's a fairly new partnership. Nothing to add so far. The time is really pretty exceptional. Well, Ashley Bond absolutely laying it all on the line, and of course with a time of 63.94, she is going to take the lead. She is the best rider so far. That would mean that she will be last to go in the second round. Daniel Coyle slots into 2nd place. Natalie Dean drops out of the top 10. She'll be in 11th right now with her 4 faults. Bliss Here's now with Goodbye for the Bridgeside Farms. This horse is by Eldorado van der Zeschuk. Bliss, another of the 5-star Grand Prix winners this year. She, of course, took the win in San Miguel de Allende. That stunning grass arena, absolutely beautiful town that we went to for one of our legs of this season. This combination jumped in the winning round last week, and they just had the 1 pole down, finished 12th, so just outside that top 10. And looking at the pace that Bliss has got here, she doesn't want to finish outside the top 10 again. Oh, what a shame. The pace is very good, but the pace has also potentially cost her a pole there. Down to the last, and the time is 68.8 seconds, so she actually slots into 14th now. It is all relative in this competition, and I'm just seeing the fence coming down again there. And so actually that was a very good round, but we have had some really exceptional rounds already, so Bliss Hears is 14th for now. 6 combinations still to come then. And the next of those will be Jordan Coyle with Picador. Jordan, of course, the winner of the 2-star Grand Prix this morning. That was with Costa Diam. And he was also the winner of the 5-star Grand Prix here last year with Ariso. Again, another naturally fast combination. They've had 5-star wins in Monterey very recently and been in the top 10, or on the podium, in fact, a lot of times this year. Oh, what a shame, just gets a bit close, a bit deep into the A part of the double there. Well, the last fence goes as well for Jordan, and so that will be a total of 12. 65, 57 on the clock. It's going to be 21st place for him at this stage. Sean Jobin now for Canada with Coquelicot Van Het Hoviand Z. Sean again, a good pace here, and we've seen this rider just coming up and up over the course of the last few months. We've seen him competing quite extensively on the Major League Show Jumping Tour. He's been a key part of the Show Plus Northern Lights as well. And it's been great to see him just going from strength to strength. He's on the 4. And I think that time is going to be a little bit slow to get him into the top 10 yet. 70.14 seconds will see him in 16th place for now. Tanamara Makari is still holding on to the 10th spot. She is on a score of 4, and 67.51 is her time. So a 4 faulter would need to be faster than 67 seconds in order to get into the top 10 for now. Of course, a clear would be much safer. We have 7 clears so far. The fastest of those is Ashley Bond, followed by Daniel Coyle and then Erin Ballard. Ninja is the horse that's in next, with Jacqueline Steffens. Jacqueline, of course, has been such a key part of the Eye Candy team, and she's been so extremely consistent with both Cat Ninja and with Freaky. Keeps the good pace up. Horse owned by the Eye Candy Jumpers, and this one is by VDL Zirocco Blue, out of a Corland mare. She stops the clock in 69.58 seconds, but crucially, she keeps all of the fences up. So Jacqueline Steffens is going into 5th place for now. She is in the top 10, even if our next 3 riders jump clear. Jacqueline is guaranteed a spot in round 2. Arturo Parada now with Pandora 258 for Mexico. Takes down the brown advisory Oxer at fence 2. Just, I think, aims for a bit of a tighter line there, and unfortunately takes the front rail. First part of the double comes down as well, again a bit close to the fence, so the front rail comes down, and it looks like with the 2 fences down, he is going to call it a day. He'll know that with a couple of fences down, he's not going to make it through to the second round.
And so far, top to the bottom of the top 10. Ashley Bond, Garfield, Daniel Coyle, Avery, TCS, Aaron Ballard, and our Pratik Bhatt bring us off. Emmanuel Garza Perez and Caracas, Derek Kenny, Chick Chick, Jacqueline Steffens, Cat Ninja, Mark Kinsler, Paul DH, Morgan Gallagher, Copycat, Luis Gonzalez, Victor Corsi, and Cassie Ravetti. With just 2 remaining. The first up, the 2 is the Carlos PH Mavis Spencer, the rider and owner from
Mavis Spencer up now with Ecarlus BH, owned by the Rocking D Ranch. Great shot to the brown advisory Oxer. Mavis won the $100,000 Lugano Diamonds 2-star Grand Prix at Paso Robles with this horse. It was in September. And last week in the winning round class, she came 15th. Had a couple of fences down, but was still 15th. good clear then for Mavis Spencer and Ekalus BH. She will be in the second round, 69.17 seconds. We just have one rider still to come. It will be Patricio Pascal, and he will ride the 8-year-old stallion Jackaloo PS here. Again, a combination that we've seen plenty of times over the last few weeks. Patricio was third in a 2-star class in Monterey with Jackaloo. He also won a 4-star jump-off class in Quapexpan with this horse. And this is the horse that he got from Patrick Stallmeyer, who developed the horse as a young horse. Patricio, obviously a key member of the Mexican team. Mexican national team unfortunately just clips that pole. He will know exactly what he needs to do in order to make it through to the second round. He's got to be quicker than 65.54 seconds. That's our fastest 4 falter, and that is the only person on 4 who is in the top 10 so far. Patricio is 82nd in the Longines World Rankings at the moment. So he's only got a few seconds to get home. Oh, and he has just squeaked in there. That was brilliantly judged. 65.07 seconds. Patricio Pascal gives us the fastest 4, and he manages to take the 10th spot. And so the 10th spot in to the second round. Luis Sabino Gonçalves just drops outside, and he will be 11th place. So we have our 10. We have the 10 combinations going through to the jump-off, and here they are. Patricio Pascal will go first, as they will jump in reverse order of placings from round 1. Lorcan Gallagher will follow him with Copycat. Mark Kinsella comes next with Quality H. Jacqueline Steffens then with Cat Ninja will be 4th to go, and she will be followed by Mavis Spencer with Ekalus BH. Dara Kenny will come next with Chic Chic, and he will be followed by Eugenio Garza with Caracas. Erin Ballard will then come forward with Narcotique Van Het Dingenstoff, and Daniel Coyle with Ivory TCS will be the penultimate rider in the jump-off. And finally, Ashley Bond, the fastest clear from round 1 and the fastest round of the whole class so far, will be last to go with Garfield. The arena party will just prepare the ring for the jump-off, but do stay with us. We'll bring you the second round, the jump-off round, in just a few moments' time. Well, we are ready for the jump off here. In this 5-star Cabana Coast winning round competition, $74,200 on the line. Patricio Pascal up first, and he has got a pretty fast pace going here already. With Chakalu PS, jump off course is 2 new fences, 14 and 15, followed by 2 and 3 from round 1. Now he's heading up to 4A and B from round 1, before then going to 5 from round 1 as well. 11 then is up next for him. And then he'll have a gallop to fence 12 to finish. Patricio Pascal laying down a really good time. He's just had the 1 fence down here, but 42.08. It's a good time. He was particularly quick in the early part. Here's just having a look back at the double combination. And just the pace coming out of the double caused that pole to fall. So it's 4 for Patricio Pascal and 42.08. He was our only 4 faulter coming through into this second round. And he's on 4 faults in round 2. Lorcan Gallagher now then. He was clear in round 1, as were the rest of our top 10. With Copycat, Lorcan is heading now to our first fence. It's fence 14, which is a new fence, but it's the Premier Equestrian Upright, which we did have earlier on. Oh, excuse me, which is a new fence here. New fence entirely. He's not going for the time quite so much as Patricio did. However, he'll know that a clear would be very valuable. A double clear would be a lovely record for this combination to have. Clear then, and the time is 48.19 seconds, so he's a bit more than 6 seconds slower than Patricio Pascal, but crucially he's kept all the fences up. So Lorcan Gallagher takes the lead at this early stage, and we still have 8 combinations to come. Mark Kinsella will be our third rider to come in this second round. Quality H then and Mark Kinsella, they've got a good pace up early on. Very quickly away from the double. He's making a good turn back. Oh, takes a stride out there. And just the last to go. And keeps it up. Really good round from Mark Kinsella. Clear. And that's our fastest time of the day so far, 41.44 seconds. Jacqueline Steffens comes next then. She was, of course, the medal jump-off rider for Team Eye Candy and helped them get that second place finish in the overall season standings. She's been so consistent all year. Cat Ninja, a great ride for her. And here we go then. She can be quick. She's won these winning round classes before. Oh, but the double comes down for her. What a shame. The time was very good as well. Just the one fence down then, 41.75. Jacqueline Steffens will go into third for now. Still 6 combinations to go. Mark Kinsella leads the way and we have 2 double clears. However, remember that the scores go back to 0 for this round. Having said that, the rest of our competitors were all clear in round 1 in any case. We turn now to the USA, to Mavis Spencer. Mavis rides Ekalus BH for the Rocking D Ranch. Great shot to the CP Oxer. And very swiftly back to the Brown Advisory Oxer. She's galloping to the last now. Mavis Spencer, oh, what a shame. Just clips the final fence as well. So it's going to be 4 for her. And the time, 43.5. She had some really good turns in there and had a good pace up, but just eased off in parts. And so it's 43.5 on the clock. 1 fence down. She will be in 5th at the moment. Dara Kenny next with Chic Chic. Very experienced combination, very established at this level. And Dara will be making all the efficient turns here and no doubt will have quite the pace up. Great turn back. Very quickly across to the double. Just gives the horse enough space, but just doesn't waste any time. One fence to go. Great riding. Great round. For Dara Kenny, he is going to take the lead with that. It's 40.71 seconds and clear, of course. Therefore, that's your new leader. The new time to beat is 40.71. Dara Kenny taking the lead. Eugenio Garza comes next with Caracas. Another rider who can be very quick in a jump off. This horse is a 13-year-old. And Eugenio has quite the task to try to beat the time of Dara Kenny. And unfortunately goes for it a little bit there to the fence in the middle of the arena, and that does not pay off for him, unfortunately. But he had to go for it. Safely over the second time. And with that, he's going to opt to retire here. Yeah, really went for it and unfortunately just didn't quite get there when in the way that they wanted. So Eugenio will slot into 7th place, but we do still have 3 more to come. Your leader still is Dara Kenny with Chic clear in this jump off with 40.71 seconds. Mark Kinsella still in 2nd place with Quality H, 41.44 on the clock for him. Lorcan Gallagher is in the 3rd spot at this stage with Copycat in a time of 48.19 seconds. Erin Ballard is up next with Narcotique Van Het Dingensoff. Riding for Canada. Can she beat her compatriot Jacqueline Stephens-Daly? She's in 4th. Got to keep the fences up. Jacqueline is on the 4. Just have the 3 clears in this jump off. Super quick turn back from Erin. This is very fast indeed. Good through the double. Took the curving line. Very quickly around these turns. This is pretty outstanding. Time to beat 40.71 seconds. And she gets there with nearly a second under. Erin Ballard takes the lead with Narcotique Van Het Dingensoff. What a performance. Takes nearly a second off that time of Dara Kenny, and she just had the pace up all the way around that course. That was really quite something to watch. Wow. Two left to go then, and these, of course, were the fastest 2 from round 1. But these 2 combinations do now have an even stiffer task ahead of them. Erin Ballard now setting the standard at 39.75 seconds. Daniel Coyle, though, has had the luck of the Irish on his side so far in the last 2 weeks. And my goodness me, he is galloping down here with Ivory TCS. Oh, what a great combination this pair are. He's galloping through the middle of the arena. Great through the double. This is fast. One fence left. He's on 36 seconds now. Oh, what a shame. Ah, so close. He just clips the final pole, but the time was there at 39.09. Wow. I wasn't sure that time could be beaten, but Daniel Coyle gets there. Unfortunately, just that final fence falling, but he had to go for it. He had to really go as fast as he possibly could, but he's still in 5th at the moment. Still in with a chance of some very good prize money indeed. And a top 5 finish is always good. Ashley Bond then with Garfield, again, gallops down to the CP Oxer. And straight away round to that other the next fence. Ashley Bond going for it on her new ride. Carefully through the middle. And just the one fence left to go. 39.75 to beat. Oh, what a shame. Once again, she made the time, but once again, that final fence just falls for Ashley Bond. She's just a fraction outside the time of Daniel Coyle as well. So had those last 2 competitors kept all the fences up, we would see quite a different leaderboard. However, Ashley Bond will slot into 6th place. Daniel Coyle takes 5th. 4th place goes to Lorcan Gallagher. But your podium finishers, the 3rd placed rider will be Mark Kinsella with Quality H. 2nd place will be Dara Kenny with Chic Chic. And your winner this afternoon in this 5-star Cabana Coast winning round class is Erin Ballard, Narcotique, Van Het Dingenhoff. There's your top 10. They are the riders that came through here, and we came through with only 4 clears in round 2. A well-deserved win for Erin Ballard. Ashley Bond and Daniel Coyle managed to make it in terms of time, but just clipped the final fence. Jacqueline Steffens then is in 7th place with Cat Ninja. Patricia Pascal takes 8th with Jack Galoo. Mavis Spencer will be 9th with Ekalus BH. And Eugenio Garza, who retired in the jump-off, will take 10th spot. As ever, the arena will be now prepared for the prize-giving ceremony. Here are your riders in the 11th to 20th spots. Your 4 falters from round 1. Luis Sabino Gonçalves, the fastest of those outside the top 10. Cassia Rivetti coming next. Tanimara Makari, Natalie Dean, Erin Davis Heineken, and so on down your leaderboard. Well, as ever, I do hope you've enjoyed this competition. It's been a real pleasure to take you through this, and it's been a great start to the day's action with the 2-star Grand Prix and now this 5-star winning round. The 5-star Grand Prix will be taking place this afternoon. That kicks off at 6 p.m. local time. You can watch all of the action live on MLSJ TV and live on YouTube and Facebook. If you're watching outside the local area, you can re-watch that competition at any time. This, though, will be the individual final of the season. It's absolutely all to play for. We've got a few explainers for you on social media to let you know who is in the running for the overall individual championship. So do follow along with us on social media. It's hashtag This Is Major League. But for now, I will leave you with this prize giving ceremony. But do stay with us, do tune in at 6 p.m. local time. We've got just over 4 hours until that final 5-star Grand Prix kicks off. It'll be the climax of the week here for the individual competitors. And it's our final 5-star Grand Prix of the season. Enjoy the prize giving, and I will join you later on for the 5-star Grand Prix.
So again, our top three, we will bring them back into the ring for presentations in just a moment. There's our entry in a third place, and that is Quality H and Mark Kinsella for Ireland. I got to say, Ireland, those dominant riders in second, third, fourth, and fifth. Second place, Derek Kenny and Chic Chic. Again, also for Ireland. And that winning horse, owned by Elon Furter of Royal Palm Beach, Florida, Narcotique Van Het Dingeshoff, and the rider for Canada, there she is, Erin Ballard. Erin, just an amazing job in that jump-off round. That winning time, and that was 39.75 seconds to take home the win for Canada. And brand new cooler board at Narcotique. Erin Ballard will step forward. And ladies and gentlemen, in order to honor our champion, I would ask you to please rise for the playing of the National Anthem of Canada. What a great champion right there, and that is Erin Ballard for Canada. Canada on top of the podium with Narcotique Van Het Dingeshoff. A wonderful horse owned by Elon Furter of Royal Palm Beach, Florida. That horse just 9 years old. As Erin Ballard and Narcotique move off and have the official photograph taken as the champions of the Cabana Coast FEI 5-star winning round. Cabana Coast, a complete line of luxury patio furniture for residential and commercial use. Their outdoor furniture is both contemporary and classic in style, with unexpected, trendy, and eye-catching designs. The combination of style and quality of Cabana Coast outdoor furniture will easily help you transform any outdoor space into an oasis. Well, that official photograph, that is in the history books. One more thing to do. Erin Ballard, and please do us the honor and lead our field in our victory ride. The win goes to Canada, Aaron Ballard, and that 9-year-old Narcotique. Ireland in second with Derek Kenny and Sheik. Ireland in third with Mark Kinsella and Quality H, our top three. But Canada comes out on top in a battle of 10 in that jump-off round. And that winning time, 39.75 seconds. So Lorcan Gallagher in fourth, fifth Daniel Cole, Ashley Bond in sixth, Jacqueline Steffens in seventh, Patricio in eighth, Mavis Spencer in ninth, Eugenio Garza Perez in 10th place. But that wonderful winning combination right there, that is Narcotique Van at Dingasoff and the rider for Canada, Aaron Ballard. What great competition right here in the Grand Prix Stadium on the fourth day of the Desert Holiday, our second week of the series and a 3-week series. And competition not done in the Grand Prix Stadium. 6 p.m. tonight, lights are going to go on, and we are in for a great competition as the prize money goes to $450,000. This is the place you want to be. FEI 5-star Major League Show Jumping Grand Prix. And we also have the Urates Village Jump for the Village fundraiser. So make sure you go and pledge. As we once again, we have the Dahlman Jump Company. They built a custom Urates Village fence. We can see that right in the ring. That'll be part of the first round. And every time a rider clears the fence in round number 1, you can pledge for how much that will go to Urates Village and Jump for the Village Foundation. Also, a portion of all drink purchases at Roadrunners Tiki Bar. That also goes to Urates Village. And additional donations can be made through pledge cards located at the bar throughout the VIP, as well as at the Urates Village table inside the VIP. So just a short break here, 6 p.m. start time. And we are in for an amazing day of FEI competition. First two competitions certainly have been outstanding, and our Grand Prix tonight will be amazing.
We have a new